Let me start this video by telling you guys a story. This story starts with an artist by the name of Juice WRLD. Born on December 2nd, 1998, real name Jared Anthony Higgins didn't know the legacy he would leave in such a short time on this earth. He eventually used the many influences from his adolescence to build a unique sound that he put into his music. In 2018, he starts to get a buzz with a little song called All Girls Are the Same, with an accompanying music video directed by Cole Bennett.
I admit it, another hoe got me finished, broke my heart.
They then collaborate for a second music video for a song called Lucid Dreams, and this is where the legend begins.
I still see your shadows in my room, can't take back.
He then makes one of the most iconic albums of the latter 2010s decade, Goodbye and Good Riddance. He starts to become recognized as one of the best up-and-coming artists at the time. In early 2019, he released his sophomore album, Death Race for Love, my personal favorite album of his. By the end of 2019, he was working on his next project titled Outsiders, and the world and his fans were ready to hear his next musical evolution. But sadly, this wouldn't happen.
Turn to the sudden and shocking death of rap star Juice WRLD. The 21-year-old, who is named Billboard's Best New Artist this year, suffered a medical emergency at Chicago's Midway Airport.
On December 8th, 2019, Jared Higgins would tragically pass away from an accidental overdose, leaving a hole in the music industry that would never be filled. Months later, to continue his vision and legacy, Juice WRLD's label, Grade A, put together a collection of songs for the album titled Legends Never Die. This album was critically acclaimed and loved by fans. This album was handled beautifully and was handled with care that many posthumous albums don't get. 1 year later, they released the second posthumous album titled Fighting Demons, which got mixed reviews from critics and fans of Juice alike. But before there was an album titled Fighting Demons, there was supposed to be another album that followed the positively received Legends Never Die. It was teased by Juice WRLD's team, and they even put a teaser for it at the end of Legends Never Die. This follow-up album was supposed to be titled The Party Never Ends. In 2021, after many teases and even a trailer for the album being put up on Juice's YouTube page, it was supposedly cancelled because of hackers and leakers. They eventually left the album behind and moved forward with a documentary and an album to go with it called Fighting Demons. But now in the big 2024, after many teases, delays, tweets saying soon, and moments where we thought the album was flat out cancelled, on November 29th, The Party Never Ends, Juice WRLD's final album, was officially released on all platforms, and it has been polarizing to say the least. From fans crashing out and leaking numbers and addresses over track lists, fans crashing out on Benny Blanco for his quote-unquote terrible or mid-track list, and to that cover that has been slandered repeatedly by the internet and fans alike, this album rollout has been a roller coaster, to put it blunt. But that's not what I want to talk about for this video. With everybody giving their opinions on this album, I want to share mine with y'all in this new series I'm excited to be sharing with you guys, where I review and explain different albums that I either enjoy or want to discuss in a different type of video experience. So with that being said, what's good everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing Juice WRLD's final album, The Party Never Ends, and I will be determining if the 3-year wait was worth it or if the party should have ended a long time ago. So before I get into the video and review, if you guys want to help support the channel, then please like, comment, and subscribe. I make a lot of variety content on here, and if you want to help out, that would be greatly appreciated. I also have an Instagram and a TikTok. The links will be in the description to help me out, and yeah, let's get into it. Also, I made a ranking video of every Juice WRLD song, and I would love it if you guys checked it out after this video if you enjoyed this one. Juice WRLD is my second favorite artist of all time, and I basically love every song and leak I've heard from him. So this review is coming from a true fan's perspective, but I also could take into account the casual perspective as well. Also, as a clarifier, I know that 80% of the songs on this album were leaks, but back in 2022, when I thought the album was supposed to drop, I chose to limit the amount of leaks I listen to so then I can have a better experience when it comes out. Obviously, when you're waiting 3 years for an album, I have since then listened to and saved plenty of leaks, but I'm just making it known that some of the well-known leaks on this track list, I didn't hear them in full before listening to this album, and it made the experience actually better for it. But that's enough of talking, because I don't want to spoil my opinion at the beginning, so let's get into the background. Juice WRLD's The Party Never Ends is his fifth and supposed final studio album that was released on November 29th, 2024. The album was streamed roughly 25 million times on Spotify in its first day alone, making it the 9th biggest opening for a rap album in 2024 at the time of me recording this. It has already passed 100 million streams on Spotify in the first week, only after a few days of tracking. It was also just announced a few hours ago as I'm recording this that the album has officially sold 88,000 copies first week and debuted debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. This is his second lowest first week sales ever, only above Goodbye and Good Riddance. Yikes. But anyways, there was also an extra track added to the album a day later that coincided with a Fortnite collaboration that was 2 skins and a concert that was amazing, video coming very soon. The song in question is titled Empty Out Your Pockets, with spoiler alert, it's peak. Also, there is supposed to be a deluxe version of the album with 10 songs that are voted by the fans, which is really cool, but that will have to be discussed in a different video because it is not out at the time of me recording this. With all the songs that were picked, even though I haven't heard all of them, I've heard amazing things from the snippets and from the fans, so I'm excited to hear it when it comes out. But with that out of the way, enough of the talking, and in the words of Juice, let the fucking party start. So when you start the album, you get the intro, The Party Never Ends. But if you are a real fan, you know that this song is just a remixed version of his leaked song, In the Dark, Oxy in the Dark, whatever people called it. I like the revamped production. It gives it a little bit more life, and it's very interesting when you hear it.
Yeah, I see you in the dark. Yeah.
I also like how they added a different verse at the end, because In the Dark, the leaked version, was a full song, which I wish that they could have just kept that version with revamped production.
I see you in the dark. Yeah.
That would have been really cool, but them having like a whole fresh new verse in the end is pretty cool as well. This is just an appetizer for that album that you're about to go into. Also, they were talking about how this album is supposed to feel like you're at a Juice WRLD concert, and you could definitely feel that from the anticipation from the beginning. It sounds like you're getting ready to see Juice come out and start performing. That's pretty cool. I give him props for that. Now, the second song, Misfit, is a very catchy tune. I like it. The mixing could be a little bit better, but I do like the hook.
To get rich, oh, one main girl, fuck a mistress, oh.
And the first verse is pretty good as well.
Probably get high with my friends tonight. Have a menage in
The beat is pretty minimalistic, but I still think it does the job. The second verse was decent enough.
Zanny turning me into a beast. Don't make me call them niggas over.
But I still think that this song is definitely a good, catchy little song. And I think it's one of the more streamed songs on this album so far. And it probably will be a song that lasts a decent amount of time in his catalog, because it's just a really quick, catchy song that I feel like a lot of people can enjoy.
And that's to get rich, oh. Oh, shit.
Insecure, or All Girls Are the Same Too, with Nicki Minaj, was the first or the lead single that came out a few weeks before the album came out, and a lot of fans didn't really like this song or were just completely hating. But me personally, I think that Juice's performance on this song is great. I love how he reinterpolates the All Girls Are the Same flow and lyrics.
I admit it, another got me finished.
And I don't think Nicki Minaj did terrible, but her part is definitely not needed on the song. If it was just Juice on the song himself, the song would have been phenomenal. But if I have to skip through a few forgettable and not really great Nicki Minaj parts, that's fine. But it doesn't hinder the song for me because Juice has a phenomenal performance on it.
And your insecurities will get the...
At first, I didn't really like it as much, but it definitely grew on me a lot. The hook is fantastic, and Juice's second verse is phenomenal. Love the verse. This was a decent single to start it off. There was better choices, but I think that what they did to change the original song, if you ever heard the original, they did a good job. Lace It with Eminem and Benny Blanco. So this is technically the first single for the album, and it just feels very off on the album in the sequencing.
Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it.
Still, I think Juice's hook and melodies on his verse are pretty standard, but it's serviceable.
Grinding, man, I'm hungry for this shit like I ain't ate, yeah. You wish that you could have what I can.
I think Eminem has the best part on the song with his verse, just giving a very powerful verse, going through his experiences with drug abuse, going through kind of how it feels when you're going down this cycle of being addicted to these drugs.
You pop some ecstasy first, it gets progressively worse. Try your best.
Obviously, I'm not in that situation, but he explains it in a very good way. way. And I do like how they changed the beat a little bit for Eminem, because the Juice beat was kind of a little bit more minimalistic, and they gave a little bit more drums to Eminem's part. Not saying Juice did bad on the song, it was still a good part. Like, Juice's part is very catchy, but it's very off from what Eminem's part is. And when I go to this song, Eminem's part is a little bit more standout to me. Like,
synthetic heroin, you what? Tried to kill me, then you murdered Jared, didn't you, bitch?
Juice's part, like, I know we could do better, but Eminem, he did a great verse on this, and for the importance of what Eminem's talking about, it fits on the album. But as sequencing, it doesn't really make sense, but still a good song and a good way to transition straight into.
Hold on. They gonna get wild in this bitch, y'all.
Cuffed, or the leaked version, Victorious. This song is amazing. Juice was going crazy. The hook is amazing. Both verses are insane.
Drugs in my cup, mix it up. Yeah.
But that second verse flow he catches is so fire. Like, oh my god.
Pull up and I'm spreading my money in me. She hop on my digit like a bunny to me. 25, but she keep it 100 to me.
Like, he was spazzing on that second verse. It was crazy. This song together is just straight full hype, and I love how they start the song with he's like talking to the crowd, like basically continuing with the narrative that you're at a Juice concert. Like, I love it, and I love how at the end it's like some funny thing about like there's some dude like friend taking a piss during the concert.
Mike, hurry the fuck up, bro. We about to miss another song.
Bro, I'm pissing. Shut the fuck up.
Like, I would be pissed too if you taking a piss like we supposed to go to the concert. Like, I'm gonna miss the next song. And if the track list is explaining what the next song was gonna be, I would have been pissed if I missed that song. But obviously that's not true. But this song is so great. This song is peak. I loved it when I heard the leaked version, and now it's fully officially released with nothing really changed other than the outro was a little bit cut off and the name of the song is changed. This song is still top tier.
Every day you go up, yeah.
Now, this was the song that was previewed on the Fortnite concert collaboration. I know the song actually got leaked a day before the Fortnite collaboration, and I was like, I'm not going to listen to it because I want to have my first experience. And when I tell you, when I heard that song for the first time in that Fortnite collab, it's beautiful.
Empty out your pockets, I need all that. I get the million.
The music video is beautiful as well. I'm probably gonna have clip footage of it on the screen right now. The piano beat, Juice's flows, like, this is the most authentic Juice sounding song I've heard in so long.
Blow you away the next day, you in the newspaper on the front page.
Not saying that any song that they've dropped isn't authentic Juice, obviously, but like, this just feels like Juice WRLD. Like, when you show someone what was Juice WRLD as an artist, this song 100% encapsulated the beat, his melodies, how effortless it sounds, how catchy it is.
Next day would've fucked up and ended up in a cell.
This is why people love Juice WRLD, and this song is just beautiful, a beautiful song. This might be the best song on the album. I love this song. This song is so peak. Like, oh my god, like, that music video really got me in my feels too, man. Like, it's crazy, but we gotta keep going with this album. Empty Out Your Pockets is beautiful.
Bring me in, let me in.
Then it transitions straight into KTM Drip, a top tier Juice leak. This is one of those big leaks that I did not listen to because I was very confident that it was going to be on the next Juice WRLD album, so I didn't listen to it. So when I first heard this album and heard it, obviously I've heard snippets of the song, so I knew the melody a little bit, but this song is just disrespectful Juice. Going crazy, just spazzing, like he's saying anything he wants on the track, and I love it. Crazy flows.
Ain't no tense, pull up in that Beamer with the tense,
The verses are very, very long for a Juice song. I wouldn't really expect that, but he's really saying anything, and that racist line is actually crazy.
Bad full of British. I told her racist ass dad that she fucked the nigga.
Yeah, we moved past that, but it's still pretty crazy. Definitely a top song on this album, and so far this album is going pretty good. Now, this song was a unheard song. This song is pretty catchy. It's a catchy, cool little song. I like the beat. Juice's flows is pretty catchy. The hook is good as well.
This is a love letter. love me.
I just feel like honestly it could have been a little bit better, and from what I was hearing from like fans talking about at the listening party, they were saying that this song was like really good.
Me, I made ladder, for worse and for.
It's a good song, but it's definitely not as good as I was expecting it to be. It's a decent track. Editing Amari here, and yeah, this song is fire. I don't know what I was talking about. Grew on me a lot over the past few weeks, and yeah, this song is good. I don't know what I was talking about.
I want you forever, ever.
Now this song, I know that this is another leaked song, but again, I did not hear this song before, but this song is crazy. Like,
walk in a room with a purpose, yeah.
I just really love he just spazzing on this beat, just going crazy, rapping insane.
It's easy, yeah. I make this shit look easy, oh, yeah. But it ain't that easy, believe.
Insane flow. Love the hook as well at the end. With the vocal effects they put on his voice is really cool. I really fuck with that a lot.
She let 3 of my bros fuck Jonas, and she cooked for the game. Bonus, I got a new main thing.
That's another great track. And at the end they put the thing of him talking about the legends like he did in all of his concerts when he was going to transition into legends.
Hey, so this next song is for Jose.
But in this album instead it transitions into,
This next song is for all our legends.
I can't lie, when I first heard this song on the album, I was genuinely like getting in my feels because I really fuck with Kid Laroi. I don't know why the hate for Kid Laroi is so weird now. Like, people just don't like him for some reason. But this song is beautiful.
I wanna say goodbye.
Obviously, you know Kid Laroi was one of Juice's friends. He was there when Juice died, so hearing this song was beautiful. Beautiful songs, beautiful placement on the track list.
So goodbye.
And it continues the songs being fantastic when it goes straight into this song was called, or the fans called it, Pills and the Regal, when he never said that on the song. He said Pills and the Reefer on the song. But I never heard this song in full before I listened to it on the album, and when I say I was genuinely amazed about how good this song is. Like, I knew the hook because I've heard it from many fan pages and stuff, but the vocals and everything, the vocal layers, it's genuinely one of the most beautiful songs I've heard in a long time.
I know what I'm doing.
Him pouring out his heart, pouring his emotions out on the track is just beautiful, and the beat is great too. It kind of has a little like low-key rock feel, like some Nirvana type stuff to me, but like the melodies is beautiful. Like, this song is genuinely one of the best songs on this album. I'm like, why did I not listen to this leak before it came out? Because this song is genuinely so good.
I need to let the past go.
But I know that it's probably gonna grow on a lot of people because it's more of a slower track. But I love those songs from Juice. I love those more slower, intimate more songs from him, like Fast, Righteous, like those type of songs. I love those songs from him. So this song was definitely great.
Let me talk to y'all for a second though. Let me get some lights. Let me see all the beautiful faces out here.
Now this is just your typical love song from Juice, and I love it.
I want to hold you.
I already knew the hook beforehand, but the verses are very serviceable as well, but the hook is really catchy. I love that hook. And yeah, it's just a calm little love song. You obviously got to get them love songs from Juice on the album. Like, it's great, and this is definitely a good pick.
Juice WRLD, you know I'm here because my ex is a fucking bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Celebrate with Offset with Metro Boomin production. When I first heard it, I wasn't actually really that impressed with the song. First, this is my first impressions. I was like, Juice was kind of a little lackluster on the song, but Offset had a fantastic verse, and like, I couldn't really get by the hook. The hook was just very different from something. I was expecting more melodies or something, but then I listened to it a few more times while I was at work, and I'm like, damn, this song is gas.
On me they dog pal, I didn't got way too involved now. And when they play with me, torture me.
This song is fire. Like, they both did phenomenal job. I think Offset might have had a better verse.
And it worse, put him in a hearse, and then the money get killed on the first. Walking them down in your demon, he curse.
But Juice's hook is very catchy as well, and Metro did a great job on the beat as well. It's a very menacing type beat. Really good song. Definitely the biggest song that grew on me while listening to this album over this past week and a half.
In a pill bottle full of mess.
Now this song, from what I was hearing from the fans, from what they were saying after the track list got leaked, they were making it sound like this song is garbage. Like, this song is a top tier trash song. Like, this should not even be close to being released.
Money on me, 100 on me. Bro, don't catch it.
Which you can honestly tell it is a Goodbye and Good Riddance era track, but this song is catchy as hell. Like, I can't lie, like, this song is catchy. The verses are pretty good as well. The mixing could be a little bit better on the track, but I still think that this song is pretty good. Maybe I can agree that it should have probably been more later Juice songs than the song that got leaked when he was alive, but still a really, really good song. I like it.
I mean, we don't kill it like Jeffrey.
Sipping codeine in love with the medicine.
This song is just straight fire flows from Juice, just straight up going ballistic on this song. This song is crazy.
I need codeine in love with the medicine. I'ma sip till I get an impediment.
Love this song. This song is great. This is just a great placement. I know this song was leaked. I know it was, but I didn't hear it, so I'm gonna be a little bit higher on it than everyone else. But this song is insane.
She wanna fuck on my team, she an animal. Won't eat it out even though I'm a cannibal. Friend on her.
Definitely one of my favorite songs off of this album. Now this song is probably the most controversial song on the entire album, Best Friend with Fall Out Boy. I can't lie, this song for me is probably the worst song on the album.
Wondering if I can put a yellow diamond ring on your...
It's not a bad song. Obviously the hook is catchy, it's cute, but I feel like Juice's verse is very lackluster for the standards I have for him. And Fall Out Boy had a good vocal performance, and he had some good background vocals to build up the final hook. And I like how it transitioned from the drums to the final hook. That was a cool moment. But it just didn't feel like it fit at all. I feel like 1,000 Times with Miley Cyrus is a much more seamless transition of Juice and a pop artist working together on a song. I feel like this one, it feel like they just really stamped him on the song, like in the last second. Like, it didn't feel like, it felt like they just added that shit in last second. But Juice liked Fall Out Boy, so I can respect it, and it's a decent enough track where if it comes up on my playlist, I won't be mad about it, but I still feel like this is probably the worst song on the album. I already know, I've said this a million times in the video, I know this was a leaked song, but I never heard it before. This song is pretty catchy. This is like some chill Juice vibe.
Different color pills, you know the deal. I was doing drugs right before.
Some chill vibes. He just basically feel like he freestyled this shit. Most of the songs he freestyled, but this song is just really chill vibes. Like the beat, love the hook as well. Very, very catchy. I've heard myself like just replaying the hook in my head a lot, and this song is definitely good. I like it.
I know she ain't forgot, ayy.
This song is super fire. I love the beat on this song. Juice's hook on this song is great.
Oxycodone numbs my soul, makes me...
I love his verses as well. Both of his verses are phenomenal on this song. Some of the melodies he was catching were super catchy, super flowy.
Life, in it I baptized, double I in time, creating my...
Loved it, and this beat just elevates it together. It feels like a rock song, a rap song all together. Like, this song is great. Love this track. This track is definitely top 5 favorite songs on this album.
Going through a few things. Spin it.
And to end off the album, we got Spend It. When I was first hearing the song, I'm like, okay, this is a good song. I like this song, but this does not sound like an outro.
I spend it all. I spend it all. Her time.
And I still kind of don't feel like it feels like an outro, but it's still a decent song. Like, it's the chill Juice vibes. The verse is phenomenal.
If I jump in that bitch, I'ma drown. Me and Zaytoven just made a sound. Me and Zaytoven just...
The hook is great too, but I feel like it starts really feeling like an outro when they start merging the beat and like kind of taking out the instruments in it, just leaving the beautiful melody. And having the outro of Juice talking at his concerts, what he always said at the end of his concerts.
You can do anything you put your fucking mind to. Don't let nobody tell you no fucking different, man.
Which was great. And it's a really funny ending of him just telling everyone to.
Anybody got something negative to say, just pull him to the side and be like, suck my dick!
Which, that's what Juice always wanted to say. He always wanted to say you could do whatever you want, you can accomplish whatever you wanted in your life. And I love how they put that at the end, because I said that, I was like, if they want to make this feel like a Juice concert, they have to have that outro, because that's what he always said. That's what he always tried to preach to his fans about, trying to achieve your goals. And it was great, and that's what kind of cemented it as an outro to me. But I still feel like All Life Long with Kid Cudi would have been the best choice for a outro for the album. But obviously it didn't get cleared, and they're probably gonna put it on deluxe, which is good because it needs to be on the album regardless. But yeah, so yeah, that's the end of the album. And to give my full opinion on the album, I think the album is good. I think the album is good, even great, because a lot of these songs I never heard before. So I can see why the fans are pissed that this is basically mostly leaks, and the unheards they heard are good, but they didn't meet the standards. And they didn't even put Rental, his most iconic leak, on the album. They didn't put All Life Long. There's a lot of leaked songs that they didn't get on there, but they got Jeffrey on there and some leaks that they personally didn't want. But as you fans gotta understand, this is for the casuals. I feel like they were never going to 100% appease the fans for the final album. They kind of wanted to try to get the most general view of what Juice was as an artist, because a lot of fans just wanted the straight hype, which I personally would have loved. If the lead track list of Max Lord's version was the official version, that album would have been better than this album. Let's just 100% make it make sense, because I love Hype Juice. That is my favorite version of Juice, is Hype Juice, and I would have loved that. But you also got to remember that Juice wasn't just all hype. He made love songs, he made sad songs, and he made the chill songs too. You have to mix those all together to make a cohesive album, and that's kind of what they did. Obviously the numbers didn't pan out as much as they wanted, but I don't want to rant too much about the label. But if this really is the final album, they did their best, but you guys could have did much better with the choices. There was a lot of pretty easy choices you guys could have made. You guys had 3 years, you still couldn't clear Rental. There was a lot of songs that fans were begging for, you didn't drop, and the main singles were just bad choices for main singles to put. And there was a lot of choices where I can see it could have mixed around. And also making Benny Blanco be the main producer for the album, when Max Lord was Juice's friend, he was his engineer. Juice made songs recording with Max Lord in basically almost every clip I've seen of Juice recording is with Max Lord. And you're gonna just cut him off like that, when clearly he had the better album that the fans would have streamed, and you would have got more than 88K. That's some scum shit right there. And y'all need to make this right some way. Do a Max Lord's version, drop his version, or do something. Make him do the deluxe or something, because that was really messed up what y'all did. But I can still say I appreciate y'all for at least trying to put some effort, at least some, and it's not just throwing shit out there like other estates do nowadays. Like, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. The Michael Jackson estate is genuinely the worst estate that any dead artist has had, other than probably X's estate. But at least they're not that bad. At least they try to at least keep integrity with Juice's catalog. But I feel like with this whole album and all the leaks and them delaying that album and all this stuff, I feel like this album was just handled very poorly, which explains the poor reception for the album by casuals, by fans, and by the lowest first week sales that Juice has ever had. That is not his debut album when he was still an underground artist. So yeah, that's it of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a new series where I kind of do an album listening experience, explaining and also reviewing the album. I hope you guys enjoy. I made actually a quote-unquote first episode of this on a Michael Jackson album, that if you guys like this kind of video, I made one like that for that one, and I really hope you guys would like that too. And I definitely have many more ideas for this series, and when the deluxe comes out for the Juice album, I will definitely be talking about it. I got a lot more content to give for you guys, and if you guys like it, then please like, comment, and subscribe. This is a long video, and I hope you guys stuck around the entire video, because I want to give my opinions and give you guys this cool experience for this new series I'm starting to do. But yeah, so that's about it, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.